Welcome, namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Mrs. Louv MD, 1111 Awakening. Today I am focusing on the purpose of pain, hurt, and rejection within the twin flame journey and this process of really being separated. The deep pain of a twin flame hurting you is something that some people are not really able to really deal with. But hold on, before you just totally bail on your twin and just give up, I would like to reassure you that this process is all for the good for both of you and for humanity as a whole. The twin flame path is above all the journey back to unconditional love. As someone that is a part of this community and have experienced it personally, when you are in the midst of a twin flame journey and you have this love for the person, sometimes the triggers that are occurring is the universe way of really getting to you so that you could be pushed to be your greatest. When you're within this union, a lot of times when you're becoming empathetic and you tolerate a lot because you have this deep-seated love for your twin, the traumatic events may really happen in order to propel you to do work for yourself so that you can have that unconditional love for yourself, because truly, if you really loved yourself, you wouldn't tolerate a lot of the things that are being projected onto you. All right, so this is where we get into setting up the challenges and pain and hurt in the process of going into unconditional love. All right, because nice and loving people, they're easy to love, right? It's the people who are hard to love who can show you the difference between conditional and unconditional love. Often the person who's pushing you the most is your twin flame. The truth is that ourselves we are evolving, and the reason for the hurt is that it is an amazing teacher. The hurt breaks down the barriers and breaks down a lot of the illusions of your reality. A lot of the things that you may have put away in your subconscious mind not to deal with it comes back up. It can be hard to accept this process, but rest assured that it is all working out for the best for both of you. There's always a reason. And thinking further into why the twin may be hurting you, right? And it's because those are things that need to be healed. Some families have a history of dozens of generations of children feeling rejected and unloved, and who then pass it on to their own children as adults. This is karma in action, and we carry this collective and ancestral karma. And love is at the core of so many people's struggles. So within the twin flame union, in order to evolve onto your next level, be prepared that when you're in the midst of that separation and you begin to think back and really process a lot of the things that have happened, don't take it personally. Realize that pain and hurt that your twin may be dealing with is something that manifests into behaviors that is not like your twin, but it's all an illusion. All of this is really meant for you both to arrive to a place of true love of self, unconditional love for self, because when you are loving yourself unconditionally, you're able to heal traumas, negative traits, and move forward. And in turn, you'll begin to love each other unconditionally. Begin to look for the light in the situation. Look for the light within yourself. The more you do for yourself, the more you love yourself, the more that light inward will shine out, and you'll begin to vibrate on a higher frequency. You'll begin to feel more in tune with yourself and be able to really move forward without allowing yourself to continue to go through these phases. Because when you are in this twin flame union, a lot of times, if you're not able to really heal those wounds, you can be triggered to go back into the cycle of separation all over again, and a lot more lessons. To avoid that, Do the healing. Don't rush the process. Of course, you want that union to come back together, but it's important to allow yourself to really heal, be connected. And I'm here for spiritual consulting and healing. You can go to my website, which is www.lovelovbeautyco.academy, and I have different tiers of help that you're able to access according to the level that you want to be involved in this process of healing. But I'm inviting you to do that because Spirit wants to remind us that our twin flame is us. There's been many couples or one twin that has contacted me in regards to this situation, and they feel a sense of defeat, of overwhelm, and wanting to really give up on the twin flame connection because it's truly an arduous task, and it's not for the faint of heart, and it's not a typical relationship. These are divine unions, and I'd like to reach out a hand and just to let you know that when you feel like that, it's a sign that you're about to have a major breakthrough. The biggest shift comes after the biggest blocks have been confronted and moved. So by you separating, whether that means to truly relocate, to not communicate with your twin, it's important. It's vital so that you can learn to truly love yourself unconditionally and set up an environment for you to thrive so that you can become whole. The biggest growth comes after the biggest push. Often the change you think is never coming is really right around the corner. Just to share and be a little vulnerable on my own twin flame journey, I noticed that for every time we had a major upset, we were confronted in order to truly grow, to forgive each other and love each other and put aside past things and events, and our capacity to love grew more and more and deeper and wider and stronger, and our connection got even closer. So if you feel like giving up, try this one last thing. Resolve to forgive both yourself and your twin for this whole journey. You don't have to forget, just release the stagnation of dormant pain. Then give it a few days, focus on something else, and watch the miracles begin to shift energetically within your life. Okay? And rest assured that if you're not in communication with your twin, don't feel bad. You are so connected. Don't loathe about the situation. Realize that when you're feeling good, your twin will feel good as well, because you have that intense connection. If you recall different times you guys have talked in the past and how in sync you were, just because you're not in the same physical location, you're still in sync. So rest assured that your thoughts are their thoughts, and keep your thoughts on a high frequency. Focus more so on what's happening in the present that's positive, and focus also on the future that is positive when you guys reunite. And when you forgive and allow that forgiveness just to be your dominant focus, you'll begin to truly see the shifts happening in your emotions and how you feel. Take the time to really do things that serve you in regard to the things that you enjoy, the things that you like, and realize that during this time, along with the growth that you're doing, the work that you're doing, don't focus too much on when others are asking you about your union. Keep that private. It's a sacred process. Nurture it as if it's your own baby. Nurture your love, and realize also that there are negative, evil entities that are out there. And by you guys taking seriously the process and really loving yourself in order to be private, to really guard your thoughts and keep yourself in a positive mindset, it makes that union become that much more closer to you. Okay, so just be encouraged through this process. It can be something that seems really hard, and that is an illusion that is extremely hard, and you feel the pain, but think deeply. Why, questions like, why am I feeling this way? What is it that I need to heal within? And when you begin to do that, you'll notice that your heart chakra starts to really heal, your chest starts to open up, and you'll begin to really unpack what it is that made you feel this way. A lot of the times, the pain that has happened that triggered the both of you to separate were triggers that needed to really be stimulated so that you can heal those old wounds, like abandonment. I know for myself, not being really loved by my mother had a huge wound. So being triggered by that allowed me to really heal and nurture that part of me. So definitely, until next time, Nakupinda, Ashe, Namaste. Have a blessed and prosperous day. I'm sending you love and light on your continued journey.